ritmo fatal. La bomba.
So I think we can start. You know, it's 2 minutes earlier, 2 weeks later. I mean, what's the difference? Anyway, let me know down below if you can hear me, because then we got 50% of this little show going. And you know, I always have to say, you cannot imagine how hard it is that when I have not done the streams for a period of time, which is every second week, and then come back and then do the first time. I mean, it's I feel nervous and very unstructured. So today it is basically just to say, the next 4 days, I am going to try to push through live streams, because there are a lot of things to talk about. So today I just want to give a little bit of, you know, I'm kind of happy. You know why I'm happy? Timing the market is one of the most difficult things. But it seems to me that we've done pretty good, right? Now remember, it was in November 2022 that we saw the low. Of course, we did not call it exactly at that time, but I do think it was around that time that I said, we might be wrong with the 12. We might just appreciate the 15. I know Blockchain Bully, he doesn't agree with me. But I have a hard time believing that we're going to go back to 15 and 12. Should we perhaps hit the 15, then it will be a day thing. I actually really see validation in our long-term, boring investment strategy. Anyway, so we're gonna go. I mean, there are lots to talk about, but I'm happy. I mean, 6 months, right? 7 months almost. I don't see anything. For me, there's no indicators that the future of finance is not being built right in front of our eyes. Anyway, let's see if you can hear me. I've just been talking. So, we got 18 viewers. I mean, this is all we can wish for. Yeah, so it's just going to be a little bit of chitty-chatty, a little bit of an overview. Also, because I think that as we're going towards the third cycle, I feel that marketing, from a marketing point of view, in which coins we should be, not today. But remember, we want to profit from the entire cycle. And what was the first step? The first step was to go in and get the blue chips, the big ones. I mean, we don't talk a lot about Bitcoin here, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course, the major infrastructure protocols. Now, yeah, let's go on. Let's start, because that's what we're going to talk about. If you have, following, if you're one of, I mean, I know all 20 lions that are here, you've been following me. So we should be happy, confident. You know what I'm so happy about? Like last week, we see, okay, we don't hold XRP, but we saw synthetics go up, right? I think even more altogether on a 7 days. And what is so nice is not to run after the market. Of course, we didn't get it at the, we didn't get the coins at their ultimate day low. That is almost impossible. But it is about averaging in when it's going down and averaging out, timing the market. You can't do it on a day. Anyway, so I'm trying to put a few things that we've done good and that we have to keep doing. Anyway, let's start, and it goes a little something like this, I think. I want to welcome you to Crypto Never Sleeps. In case you're new to this channel, you want to stay on top of the crypto world, then do me a favor, hit like, smash, and subscribe, and all them goodies, so that you can be notified every time we upload new videos, so that you can. And this has always been important to me. Protect your wealth, preserve your wealth, and ultimately, really increase your wealth. My name is Nico Harachi, and I am #1 and host the littlest crypto channel on the interweb. So it's been a while that we look at all these 4 charts when I look at them. And we are looking at the 1 hour Bitcoin. So at 29,000, it looks like 30,000 is really, I mean, yeah, anyway, it's also good because the 30,000 will then act as a support or resistance. But when we look here at the 1 hour, yeah, okay, they more or less moved the same, but very, very, very low volume. Well, we got Ethereum at 1,887. We got Cardano at 31 cents on the dollar. I feel like nothing has really changed in a year. And we got those beautiful dots. And let me just rush over to, I want to solidify my belief in the dots, in the Polkadot ecosystem. So we go over here, we've also seen it. We go to the sentiment watch list, and we look here at development activity for the past 30 days. And we can really see that Polkadot and Kusama, not only are they leading the first and the second place, but exactly the same amount. So it would also, now let's say we would see a lot more development on Polkadot than on Kusama. Well, then we could maybe anticipate that the price would also go higher. But then again, you would say, hey, that has nothing to do with fundamental analysis, right? Because everybody's talking about how the crypto market is tracking the traditional market. We got to get one thing clear. The crypto market has nothing to do with the traditional market. And the traditional market, if anything, is imploding. And the way people have been analyzing traditional stocks, we can maybe a part of it use that in the future, but not currently, right? Anyway, but I think that these are very good indications. And so we have also been increasing our positions especially in Kusama, in the past week. But anyway, so on the third place is Cardano, and number 4, Internet Computer. I'm also sure Internet Computer, there's going to happen something. It's only a matter of time. And Hedera, number 5. Anyway, back to the 4 charts. So let's go. Let's jump to Bitcoin first. We are just the masters of technical analysis. What can I say? This 7-day moving average, which is the pink purple line. I mean, at some point you gotta say, wow, god damn it, that is so simple. When we go below the 7-day moving average on the weekly, we tend to, stay away. Once we go above, it's a clear trend. Anyway, I'm not a big believer anyway in technical analysis, because that can change. And also the volume, I'm always in the way for the volume. The volume is so low. That is one thing that scares me. But then again, I mean, the crypto market, as the traditional markets, are mostly rigged. And why they're rigged? Because the financial system supporting it is rigged. So that is also why these traditional fundamental approaches of analyzing and understanding when to get into the coins, yeah, it's good. The most important thing is to understand the psychology around it. And this is also a thing that one aspect we want to talk about today. Now, we can see that, we are above the 7-day moving average, but that's not really what is so important here. Is that when we saw the low here in November, I mean, what is this? That's more than 7 months ago, right? I mean, that's a clear trend up. Now, of course, we could say it is a little bit funny that we had, increasing volume all the way to March, and then now it's just, some liquidity providers and market makers selling back and forward to each other. And me having here the smallest YouTube channel on the interweb, I can actually confirm that because new people are not entering the market. There are no really new ones coming in. And I can see that on the views of, pretty much our, the amount of views that we get on our videos kind of goes equal to, the market cap, funny enough. But that's logic, right? So that's one of the good insights we get here from YouTube. But again, it shows there's a trend. And when will we see really, really new investors enter the market? Very simple. Once we have broken through the previous all-time high. I mean, and that's what that is. And that's also why when we basically go back in history, I mean to say history repeats and rhymes and all that, we have looked at this chart many, whatever slide many times, right? These were the historical corrections. And since 2013, the corrections, they're always around 12 to 14 months, between 77 to 85% fall. We've talked about that many times. I do believe, so if this is going to continue, I don't believe, this is just stats, a point of view, something we can do with whatever we want. But again, here, since 2010 to 2013, for 1,399 days, 13 to 17, 1,461 days. So it's all around the 1,400 days from when we saw the low of the cycle until the new high. So we go back. Oh, I need to have a sip of my Bahama Mama here, which is not really a Bahama Mama. So if we were, as you can see, if we were really to go down, as Blockchain Bully also says, are we going to go down in 12? That would mean that the last 7 months that we have actually seen, if we take November 2022, it would mess up this fine statistic that Betty, she has presented us with here, right? Of course it can happen. Of course it can, but just it looks like we're on the right way. And many other factors except this slide. But so I think we're there. But the most important thing is, as I just said before, new viewers and real new money, at least from the retail, is not going to come until we break through the previous all-time high. But that's obviously not enough to create interest, to create, awareness. So we need to get at least 3 times higher than the previous all-time high. And that's why, it's simple. Until now, we've been spot on. That's why I really believe that we're going to see Bitcoin hitting around 200 to 250,000, 3 times higher than the previous all-time high. Now then, when it trickles down to the altcoins and the shitcoins, well then, it can even be many more times than 3 times. So I tried to make this slide very, very simplistic. Was supposed to look like a pyramid, and there are many coins missing, and some that maybe shouldn't be there. But it's important that we understand how I believe, or how it's always been until now, how the money is going to re-enter the market, and also how it's going to be then sucked out once we somewhere in between 25 and to 30 are going to pull out our returns. First, it goes obviously into Bitcoin, and I think Ethereum is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And this is why sometimes I don't have such a bad conscience when I don't stream every day, because everything I have been saying the last year is Compound, Aave, Synthetics, Chainlink, Maker, Uniswap, right? These are the hardcore infrastructure providers, and they will be the core future companies of the Web3. So if we have been averaging into them, I think they're going to get, first Bitcoin, Ethereum, then trickles down to the big ones. And then, unfortunately, this is going to be a little more difficult in this cycle to really identify who out of all these, because there are many protocols, are really going to take off. Now, I wanted to point one thing out, and that is that in the previous cycles, in order to achieve these new all-time highs, we were only partial helped by the mainstream media. So there were other influencers, not like Ivan Antec, Chico, and it was kind of like a gray area. I think that this time We don't need to look to Chico or myself or Ivan. I think this time, the real marketing drivers in order to attract real big inflows of money is going to be the mainstream media. And so we've also spoken about that. So we could be wrong, but I think we're right. Remember, it's the casino. We don't own the casino, but we kind of understand who does. So we're like the little fish, next to the big one. But we can become rich, and that's what this is all about. So these are the signs I think we need to look for. So let's go and see who is in the chat, and then after I want to kind of mention all the coins that I believe have potential, that are good, and there are so many. And some of them we have, and some we don't. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting and fun 2 years. That's really what I think. Anyway, let's see who's here. So, who is here? We got Johnny Newbie. Are you new to this channel? Are you new to crypto? It's still not too late. Crypto Charlie, so good to see you. Blockchain Bully. I gotta say, what did you say about those? Are we gonna go down and see the 12? Vex, my good friend, I've missed you all. Merky McDella is there. And we got the Prince. And that's about that. And that's also good. Persian Empire is here, and Crypto Stan. And Umar. And the Ripper. And Solona Puri. It is good. And of course, my soul brother, Shahid Hamid. Yeah, so let me see if the pigeons will come. The pigeons, we need the pigeons. That also goes back to the what is it called? The Wyckoff price cycle. We need the pigeons in order to come in and buy what we're gonna offload. And but if you want to know more about that, you just go in and look at Tino every day. So yeah, good to see you, Alexander. Good to see you. I mean, not just on a personal note. It sure is difficult when I stream a few days regularly, and then I have to go and see my boys in France. I mean, it's anyway. But I hope you're doing good. And yeah. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go and see here. So I just wanted to go over basically just the watch list, and I wanna mention, the ones that I think are good and that have potential. Now, you all know that I've not been the biggest fan of XRP, and it is, and I didn't like the lawsuit. I don't like, the CEO, and also the former co-founder of XRP went over and set up Stellar, and it looks to me that Stellar has better potential. But hey, who knows? I mean, it is actually funny when we see that XRP has moved up to, what is it, ranked number 4 now? XRP, I still gotta say, well done. But yeah, let's see. We don't hold XRP. We it's always interesting to follow it, but nevertheless. So I'm just gonna say the ones that I think are good, and I'm gonna mention many because and that also doesn't mean, that's why I wanted to show you the pyramid about how the capital is gonna flow in, and because, for example, a coin that we love, the Graph, or some of the other, let's say, second level infrastructure providers for the Web3, we're gonna need them, but they are not even remotely recognized by the people who lost money in crypto in the last 2 cycles. Anyway, Bitcoin, of course, but risk reward potential is obviously, that's why I think it's good to have a Bitcoin or 2. Ethereum, I think it's the settlement layer of the future finance. Tether, I never really thought. Is it bad? Well, if it's bad, then I don't even hold it. We've been talking about Tether being bad since 3 years. Well, okay, well, then just hold USDC or some other things, right? BNB, Binance, and with their problems in the US, I don't think that's going to have a too big of an impact overall, I still think. Binance and CC, they've also done a lot for the cryptocurrency industry, right? If anything, they're private and they are really contributing, because we could believe that the blockchain and the cryptocurrency industry was already planned many, many years ago by the elite in order to impose the CBDC. So having private entrepreneurs that are really, going against the establishment, you could say, that's good. And I think Binance would stay. But Cardano, yeah, something should move. Let's see. When I laugh a little bit about Cardano, why do I do that? It's because I love them. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful dots. And when I go in and do my things on the Polkadot ecosystem, I'm seeing constant improvement. The user interface, the user experience. Still, it's not a lot is great about it. If we would have to think how we're gonna get Sister Shelly and Brother Jamal to understand that they have to download 55 different new versions and ledgers and extension wallets. But okay, that's why we're here. That's why we're early, so that we can really capitalize on the inflow. No, so what I wanted to say is that Polkadot is really doing. They're doing good. They keep improving. So let's see what Cardano, they're gonna have to come out with something beautiful. Solana, we actually don't hold Solana, and you know that. We hold Radium, which is a DeFi protocol. Dogecoin, we held some back in the day. Maybe I would have. We have very little. It's not really worth it. I shouldn't say it's not worth it, but we are not holding bigger positions. Tron, they've also done good, but we are not. We also have to be selective, right? So we don't really follow Tron. Polygon, yeah, interesting also. We hold that, of course, a little. Litecoin, we do not hold, but it's one of the, old ones. Polkadot, how I think about them. Toncoin, not. I have to go back to the watch list because every day new coins. Let me just see here. Avalanche, of course, we hold. Bitcoin Cash, I think it has potential. Yes. Shiba Inu, no, we don't hold that. Stellar, yes. Yes, God, yes. And it was funny because Crypto George or Crypto Us, who is a pretty big YouTube channel. 2 days ago, he was like, I think he's a funny fella though. He really doesn't know shit about crypto. But he was like, yeah, Stellar, they gotta show what they wanted. He was not happy with Stellar's technical performance. I would have to disagree. But anyway, I think Stellar Stellar's gonna take off, I think, really. Chainlink. Did you see we just launched the video? You gotta watch it because Chainlink is doing what it was set out to do, to really be the ultimate standard Oracle provider almost for the entire Web3. It's funny that what was one of the biggest companies that were actually, if I understood it correctly, like the telecommunications provider, it was the company Oracle, right? Back in the day, in the .com bubble. So I really think Chainlink has huge potential, huge. Also, it's still down 80%. Uniswap, of course. Okay, I gotta hurry on. Uniswap, good. Filecoin, good. Hedera is good. We made a video here, or live stream a few weeks ago, and where we were staking, and there was one of you who said, you don't trust the staking and this and that. So I just wanted to, let's have a look. And we've been staking since then, and we're generating good returns, and they're still high, right? USDC and Heli. Heli is the fourth largest DeFi protocol on Hedera. 152%. Generating good, and I would say that remember, once we're going to see the market increase in value and in prices, they're gonna come better and better and better staking opportunities. But you also know that in the past year, there have not been so good staking opportunities. So we are very happy with what we're doing here. Yeah, VeChain is good. Quant is good. Optimism, you're still, we also made a video about that. Maker, of course. Maker ranked number 41. I mean, that's ridiculous, right? The graph. But we've already done good with the graph. Aave good. Algorand good. Of course, synthetics. Theta. Infrastructure. Decentraland. Yeah, I also think about. I'm not. No, you don't trust me when it comes down to gaming. You know that, right? Remember, let's go and have a quick look at our gaming portfolio. Let me just see. Let's see the gaming portfolio. No, we don't have time for that. So let's just move on. Phantom, I think, is good. Injective, Curve, Gala, Chili's, Compound, IOTA, not Terra, no. Silica also. 1inch, fantastic. Thorchain Rune, I mean, I loved Thorchain Rune in 2021. Almost like I was thinking we should get married, right? But I'm not so hot on Thorchain Rune, to be honest, anymore. Engine, of course, we love it. Genosis. I gotta say it one more time. Genosis. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Genosis. But remember, this is not financial advice. Singularity Net, CeeLo, Arweave, of course, Astar, Kusama. I also think Audio's, I think it's a good protocol. We hold. I don't think we actually hold it. I mean, we hold some, but if it's very, very little, then there's no need to mention it. But maybe we would like to hold more, but we don't. It's a dilemma when there's so many goodies out there. Coin, of course, very good. Moonbeam, good. SushiSwap, we don't hold SushiSwap. We kind of we're more, exposed to all the other that I always sing about, right? Synthetics, Curve, Scale, we like Scale. Store J, Live, Peer, love Live Peer. Sealer Network, Cartesi, we like. Reserve Rights. Centrifuge, I think Centrifuge has huge potential. BitTorrent, we don't hold, but I think it's good. Legit, as proven. Original Trail, we like that very much, but Original Trail is exactly like, they're not shitcoin at all. These are very important infrastructure protocols for the future of the Web3, but nobody has any interest in them. Power Ledger is great. Chromia, yeah, we're still holding Chromia because we made so much money in the first, but I don't know. I hard to save Chromia. The risk reward potential. No, I would downgrade Chromia a little bit. Energy Web Token, we love it. Like very much still Metis DAO. And Koji we like. Fala, it's a good, but we don't hold a lot. Akala, no. Akala, they disappointed us. We're gonna send them to hell. Yeah. Or maybe just to New Jersey, I don't know. Let me know. Radium, yeah, we think it's good. Radium together with, what's the other one? Serum. Those are basically the top two DeFi protocols on Solana. I still think Solana is going to kick some ass. And I'm not in love with Solana, but I think it can. I think Lyra is good. Is a good coin. Rally, Ampliford, Litentry. This one, number 506, we're going to take away and send to hell. For those of you who want to do a little bit of gamify and a barn bridge, Kilt is very good. It's one of those dots. Mantra is, we've also been spoken about Mantra, and we really need to make a proper video about that. I think that also a lot of potential. Variable is good. Parsec, Unibright, Sheeten, of course. Red Kite, I can't say that's a real risk reward. Hula Bandula, but who knows? If you got one coin too many in the fifth pocket, why not? Why not? Karura, I'm gonna send them on the shit list. Cross Network, I like them. Umbrella, that's gambling. Do I like Ether Risk and Insurance? Hell yes, you know that. And Kyling, also have to look more into Kyling. I'm not saying anything. So anyway, if there's any questions, but I think I kind of got off my chest what I wanted to say, and that's about that. So the last thing I want to say is the world we live in today is really where everything is backwards. So, you know, left is right, right is left, up is down, down is up. Sister Shelly, she's a fucking man, and brother Jamal, he's a porn star. And also, as I've always said, when it comes to tracking the news and so on, I mean, the amount of lies that we're seeing across the world, I mean, it's a real circus. That's what it is. Let me know what you think, and if there are, let me just see, anybody. Yeah, my crap. I hope I said it right. Guys, I love you. See you tomorrow. The next 4 days are gonna be heavy. You need to be here the next 4 days, right? Also in order, because I'm gonna prepare, and there's a lot of stuff we're gonna go through. So yeah, stay safe, enjoy. Don't think too much, because it can cause depression and. Yeah, God bless America. That's all I can say about that. See you tomorrow.